Hello. Welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. I'm here to do the general love reading for Aquarius in December 2020. How are you doing? I hope you're really well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're returning to the channel, then thank you so very much already for supporting it. So this is for Aquarius in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. We might also be connecting with an Aquarius. We're going to start by getting some general love messages for what's happening for you this month in December 2020, and then we will go into the main spread. Okay, so Aquarius. Let's see, can we get some general messages for Aquarius in love in December 2020 first, please? So some general messages for what Aquarius is dealing with. Thank you. Okay. And can we get another one, please, for Aquarius? Wow, cards are raring to go for you. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so the first card that popped out was the Chariot. It's a card of Cancer. So this is a card of forward movement, victory, and of success over obstacles, and definitely just momentum. Like, let's get going, let's move forward, wanting to maybe speed up or rush ahead, or just get going. Now the next card we have is a two of Pentacles. So me weighing up a decision, weighing up the pros and cons about something, trying to keep balance, or even juggling can be different aspects of your life, like work and love, or even just it can be juggling between two different people, or weighing up which person is the right person for you. It can go a whole lot of different ways, but definitely a decision needing to be made, or balance needing to be kept. Now the next is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands here is really going after what you want for your future, taking every step needed to go towards the future as you want it to be. Sort of really, again, I'm getting this sense of momentum, like wanting to go, not charging off, but really get going after what you want in your life. Now at the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Pentacles. So to me that's reiterating this need of some sort of decision, because this Seven of Pentacles is talking about deciding, like reflecting on what you've invested so far, for sure, and whether it's worth continuing to invest time, money, effort, love, attention, anything of those things, or whether this is the moment where we have to reevaluate and decide to kind of let everything just be over, just let it just burn down to nothing and start afresh. So maybe I'm getting a sense that you've maybe been in some sort of indecision. Maybe you're getting to the point, Aquarius, where you're like, no, I need to make a decision at this point. Stop weighing up, stop like trying to think, oh, what do I do, or whether I should keep investing. Choose, and then let's get going. Let's go for the future that I want in my life. So behind that we have Three of Cups. So interesting. This can be talking about socializing, hanging out with friends, celebrating. It can also be about entertaining multiple parties, for sure. No, that doesn't always have to be, but there's lots of people here, and just having fun, very light-hearted connections. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords here. Now this is worrying and anxiety and being kept up late at night thinking, and here this is literally to do with a decision, either that has already been made or needs to be made, and worrying if you're making this decision out of fear, out of anxiousness, or if it's an honest decision with integrity. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles. So someone could be feeling left out in the cold, or kind of isolated, even lonely or ignored. Let's see what's going on. Okay, and then we have the Ace of Wands here. So this is a huge new beginning, very exciting, but this is also, interestingly, this is a new beginning which you design yourself. You kind of, this paintbrush is literally what you draw kind of comes to life. So again, I'm getting the sense of wanting to decide what you want the new part of your life to look like, and making it happen. Okay, so next to that we have the Four of Swords. Interesting. So this is talking about no communication, silence, kind of in the need to keep quiet rather than continue arguing or continue to say things that might cause some sort of destruction. So it's kind of a huge amount of thinking before you speak, just in case, you know, you say something you can't take back, that kind of energy. So interesting. You might have been dealing, now look, we're very early on here in the reading, but you could have been dealing with someone who was ignoring you, or kind of making you feel like you're alone, or kind of being very detached from the connection, kind of ignoring you, making you feel isolated, no communication, whilst they've been weighing up whether to continue investing in this, or, you know, a decision was required even between two people possibly, or just whether to continue with this relationship or not. And in the process has been kind of leaving you in the cold. But now I'm getting a sense of a decision needs to be made. There needs to be forward movement and going after that future, that how you want it to look. So let's get some more cards for you, Aquarius. So can we clarify these general messages of what Aquarius is dealing with at the moment? Can we get some more cards to clarify for Aquarius, please? What is Aquarius dealing with? Can we get some clarification, please? Thank you. Get a couple more. Thank you. Maybe one more for Aquarius. What Aquarius is dealing with in love. Please clarify. One more card, please. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we have the Judgment card here. So again, a card of huge decision. Now, the Judgment can also be about something coming back to life, for sure. But here I'm not getting that so much, I have to be honest, unless it's someone who may be deciding to choose you potentially, and that's going to reinvigorate, bring this connection back to life, possibly. But I'm just strongly getting a sense of needing to make a decision. There has been communication issues. Again, I'm feeling with this Five of Swords here, maybe someone has stopped talking to you, or kind of is... Now, this is interesting. This isn't really like a conflict in this Five of Swords between multiple people. This is one person, and they have all the swords with them. So I feel like someone has been, especially with the Strength card here at the bottom of the deck, someone's been holding back from speaking with you intentionally, kind of keeping their thoughts to themselves. And maybe because of that, again, you've been feeling defeated or at a loss. Now we've got the Queen of Cups here. So this is water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This could be an element that of just expressing that how much love you have for this person, and the deep feelings you have for them. It could be speaking of another character who's got involved in the mix. We will see. It's just very early, but I'm definitely getting a sense of possibly you've been even waiting on someone else's decision. And you really at this point are done with that, and you are really, yeah, maybe it's been you who's needed to make a decision that's been causing you a lot of sleepless nights, and you've been leaving someone else out in the cold. This is entirely possible. Now, obviously, everything I'm saying, feel free to go ahead and swap the roles as it resonates for your story, Aquarius. So that's just the general messages at the start. Let's get into your main spread and see what's happening for you. So I'm going to be asking 10 questions. And these questions are relating to a relationship between you and the person that you're here for, that you're thinking of whilst watching this video. Okay. And of course, please remember this is a general love readings. It's not going to resonate for every Aquarius out there. But I hope it does resonate for you, and please do leave me a comment if it does. I love to read those, and it really helps me to know that my readings are hitting home. But of course, if it doesn't resonate, if it's not your story, you can always check out Your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus, are often the most relevant. And you might want to watch those other videos anyway, just to get some more information. So, can we do the spread for Aquarius, please, for the top 10 cards? For Aquarius. Okay. How are you feeling about your person, Aquarius? The Hermit. That sense of isolation. And how are they feeling about you? There it is. Ace of Wands. Interesting. And how do they see you, Aquarius? There's that Four of Swords again. Jeez. Just move that back. What happened in the past between the two of you? The Queen of Cups. There it is again. Wow, lots of repetition. And let me just move these over a touch. And what is the current mutual energy? Death. Okay. Interesting. What are the intentions of this person towards you at this time, Aquarius? The Magician. More major arcana. And what is it about their current situation you need to know? The Five of Cups. Okay. All right. What action are they most likely going to take towards you next? The Ace of Swords now, another ace. What is your advice regarding this personal situation? The Nine of Cups. Lovely. And what's going to be happening between the two of you this month? The Two of Cups. Wow, Aquarius. Okay. Oh my gosh. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. This is amazing. This is your third ace already. So, huge new beginning in love, basically. The chance for a renewal in possibly an existing connection or a brand new start in love. This is overflowing emotion. It's a beautiful, celebratory, new beginning in love. It's a huge, huge feeling of happiness and bliss from a lot of wonderful emotions being shared and expressed. Interestingly, behind that we have the Three of Swords. So this is, of course, heartbreak, huge anguish. But this particular Three of Swords is also about this heartbreak was brought about by some sort of deception, being found out, something that was being hidden. It's not always, being hidden with bad intentions. Sometimes it can be that someone was hiding something, trying to protect the other person for whatever reason. They felt that they were doing the right thing by hiding it. Regardless, when it's found out, it's extremely painful, and there is a lot of heartache and anguish here. Yeah, behind that we have that Page of Cups. So this is offering, reaching out, with some sort of emotional gesture, some offer of emotion. It's can often be an apology. It's someone who still feels very connected to you with this Page of Cups. And yeah, making a little gesture. Interestingly, with this Ace of Cups, I would definitely say that here we're looking at a situation where someone maybe got their heart broken, and the person who did so wants to reach out and apologize, and basically wants a whole second chance, a new beginning. At the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Wands now. So this is also that's the kind of spark that starts something off. It is playful and light-hearted communication. Let's see. We've got the Two of Wands. Okay, and the King of Pentacles. So you could also have been dealing with an earth sign, Aquarius, so Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Not necessarily, though. This is just the King of Pentacles is talking about a very loyal and dependable character who wants to put down roots and, have a solid commitment, something traditional, something, reliable. And with this Two of Wands, I feel like this is being pulled in two different directions. Now, this could have been someone who was pulled in two different directions in the past, or this could be how you're feeling when communication comes in from this person, not sure which path to take or which direction to go in. So I'm going to go ahead and get your next layer of clarification right away, and then I'll talk through everything. It's looking good though, Aquarius. I mean, I have to say I was getting a sense that you were the one who'd been kind of left feeling alone and in isolation. Maybe this person has been kind of ignoring you and you've withdrawn, you've been feeling lonely whilst this person maybe was withholding communication. Obviously, everything, as I said, can be vice versa. Anyway, let me stop rabbiting on and I will get your next layer. So can we clarify for Aquarius, please? The top 10 cards. Please clarify what's already laid out for Aquarius. Okay. Interesting. Okay. You've both been doing a lot of thinking. Wow. Yep. Oh my gosh, Aquarius, gorgeous. Okay, so at the bottom of this deck we have the Six of Wands. So this particular Six of Wands is talking about that moment after the Five of Wands, you know, coming out of conflict, coming out of battle, of, you know, even training, even getting stronger in some way or another. And the Six of Wands is coming out victorious, but also more experienced, wiser. And also this is like, in a battle sense, this is like a messenger being sent to the other side to kind of, with a message of peace, kind of like an ambassador, if you like, from one side to the other, reaching out, wanting to reconnect, to kind of offering some sort of peaceful resolution or wanting to get back on the same page. So it's very good. Behind that we have the moon. So this can be Pisces energy, but this moon is talking about harmony between, you know, two different energies. It's also quite like a sense of imagination and fantasy and your dreams. So this could be talking about someone wanting to get on a more harmonious page with you, maybe hoping, dreaming, even imagining the two of you being back together. But let's see. Yes, and behind that we have the Seven of Wands. So I think this is possibly why they are dreaming of the two of you getting back on a more harmonious page, because someone here, maybe you Aquarius, is feeling quite defensive, possibly would fight off communication. It's interesting for me with the Seven of Wands because although it is wands, the six of them are tipped with swords. So this is talking about communication coming in and someone kind of fighting it off, but also fighting for what they believe in. And these ones that are coming in are all coming in kind of almost straight, which kind of suggests they are the way things are done. You know, they're the way things have always done. You know, we do this because this is what you're supposed to do. And this is someone going, no, well, forget that. Actually, I've had enough of doing things because it's what I'm supposed to do. I'm now standing up for myself. So I feel like potentially this person, or obviously you, whatever, whichever, sorry, wants to come forward and let's get back on the same page. You know, we've been fighting against each other, you know, let's regroup and regain some sort of peace and harmony, but maybe someone is still feeling very defensive. So at the bottom of the deck here we have the Three of Cups again. So this is about celebration and happiness, having some fun, quite light-hearted. So it could, I mean, this is also friends, enjoying each other's the company of friends. We had the Three of Cups earlier already, so there could have, you know, let's see what else is here. So now we have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is more earth energy, and this is the Queen of Pentacles is like a wife material kind of character. She is a wonderful wife, for sure. Keeps a beautiful home. Obviously doesn't have to be in a marriage. It could just be a very committed partner who is very in touch with her surroundings, very in tune with nature as well, and you know, her garden, animals, that kind of thing. I don't know why it just popped into my head, but yeah, very nurturing character for sure. Let's see. And we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, okay. The Seven of Swords is kind of, well, it can be sneaky behavior. Again, it's not doing things in the straight and narrow kind of traditional way of doing things. It's someone trying to subvert that, trying to win, but by unusual means, or get what they want by, being, let's say, creative, possibly even creative with the truth. I'm also getting that sense with that Three of Swords earlier. I feel like someone may have been not entirely honest about maybe how they were behaving or why they were behaving in a certain way. I'm not necessarily getting a sense of full-on intentional, they wanted to lie to you and get away with something, that kind of nasty deception. More just someone trying to be clever. Now, it could have involved friends or just some, I want to say kind of not even, I mean, it's not what you normally get from the Three of Cups, I know, but kind of like enjoying vices, like, I don't know, going out and drinking too much, or recreational activities that aren't necessarily, it's not what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know. Like, you obviously, if this is your story, you're going to know, but it maybe if someone was, and I haven't seen The Devil yet, which would suggest that kind of like toxic vices and things, but maybe just some sort of activities they were getting themselves into because it was fun, but maybe someone didn't wholly approve of them. So anyway, let's see how you're feeling about your person, Aquarius. We have Virgo energy with the Hermit, and then the Prince of Swords here is at the Page of Swords. Now, for sure, I feel like you have felt like you needed to get more information. You needed to do some soul searching. You may feel like you have needed to take some time out from the connection, or kind of take some time alone to kind of decide what to do. You may have also been on like a journey of trying to understand things better with this person. Now, with this Prince of Swords, the Page of Swords often is about trying to, get information, not by communicating, but by kind of watching or from afar and trying to gather the information that you need. But this Prince of Swords is also about a new idea forming. So I'm almost getting the sense that you may have, you've maybe felt like you needed to take some time out to try and understand like a new way of thinking, perhaps. It's an odd message, but yeah, definitely a lot of thinking going on for you with this person. Now, how they're feeling, we have the Hermit again, so you're both feeling the Hermit about each other. So that could suggest I feel like you were both taking some time apart to kind of think what you wanted to do, but separated from each other before coming back together and making some final decision. Now, they're feeling, I feel like they have been, as I said, taking this time to do a lot of thinking, but they're feeling like they want that new beginning. They may feel like they want to have some sort of influence on how this new beginning is going to look with you. With this particular Ace of Wands, I said it's very you kind of designing what you want for this new start, but it's also exciting and passionate. So they are feeling strongly that they want this new beginning with you. They may feel very drawn to you, maybe very attracted to you, Aquarius, and they have been doing a lot of soul searching themselves about this as well. How they're seeing you, we have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So they are seeing you that you're not communicating with them. As I described this one earlier, I feel like it was an intentional thing that you maybe even both said to each other, we need to not talk for now because I need to do some thinking, or if I say anything else, I'm going to say something I regret, and intentionally taking that time out to stop communicating, to regroup and gather your thoughts. They also see that you are defensive towards them at this time. This is the Nine of Wands, is someone intentionally, with purpose, putting a wall up because they are expecting some sort of war. I feel like absolutely here they are very aware that you have taken a break from them, backed off, not communicating, putting up a defense against them, maybe even because of something they did, and you're like, look, I need my space from you. I need my time for us to not speak for the time being. And they recognize that. Now, what happened in the past between the two of you? We have that Queen of Cups again, and she was here at the beginning. Now, obviously, that could be your energy, Aquarius, or your person's, with that water energy here. So if we're to look at it like this, I would say that in the past, there was someone very loving, very caring, and giving with their emotion, very, warm and understanding, and someone who was very in tune with their feelings. Now, with this Eight of Pentacles, this is talking, it often is about, focusing on work and career, and putting a lot of investment into a connection as well. Because interestingly, this is on I think the only Eight of Pentacles I've seen where there's more than one person on the card. So I feel like it's more, not necessarily that someone was focused on their work, but someone was very, maybe even both of you were very invested in the relationship. This is also like the sense of creating abundance together, like working together to be successful. So I feel like you were a team. Sometimes this can suggest that you even were, literally working together at a workplace, not necessarily. Now, I'm just going to say it. I've seen a couple of suggestions of it, but not completely. So obviously, if this is your story, you'll know. It could have also been in the past that there was a water sign who got involved in the connection, maybe someone that one of the two of you knew at their workplace, possibly. I'm just going to say it, but it's not necessarily, it's 100%, it's not going to be for all of you. So anyway, if it's not that, it was just more of a very kind and giving person, and two people really working together to build the success of the relationship. Now, this is looking really interesting. For your current energy, Aquarius, we have Death card and the Magician. This is huge. The Death card is massive transformation. It can speak to an ending, a big ending, and also this Death card is an ending an ending of how you saw someone at one time. Like your opinion of them is completely, your understanding of them is completely shattered. What you thought you knew about them is just gone, and now you see a whole. You're not sure what you see when you look at them. That's just very strongly came into my head here with that Death card. So you could be dealing with that situation now. I mean, you're both feeling in hermit mode about each other. So it could have been a sense that something came to light, and as a result, your understanding of a person was, or the understanding of the relationship between the two of you was completely rocked and changed forever. However, with the Death card, with every ending is a new beginning. It's not the end, it's just the end of a certain way of thinking or a certain time in your life, but it's a whole new beginning from that. And interestingly, we have the Magician, which is creation. It is manifestation. And so this is almost, I'm getting the sense of like the phoenix rising from the ashes here. So not necessarily your connection, although it's looking pretty good, but we'll get to the rest of that. But just more of a sense of understanding the way you think about something is there's been a whole new life or a whole new way of thinking that you're experiencing, the both of you. This Magician is also the ability to make decisions, interestingly enough. Now, her sword is pointing down, it's resting, but that is also, to me, it's a suggestion of she's gathered the information that she needs to know. Maybe what has needed to be said is being said, it's no longer required, and now there is decisive action taking place. So this is a huge deal, a huge month for you, I would say, Aquarius. Very transformative. And I was going to say, I think we have Saturn moving into Aquarius in the middle of December, I want to say, after about 3 years in Capricorn. As a Capricorn myself, it's been an interesting 3 years, absolutely transformative. So I want to say I wish you guys luck for it, but not in a cynical way, because also I'm an Aquarius moon and rising myself. So to be honest, let's all just buckle in for our Aquarius Saturn experience, but I'm sure it's going to be, it's always for the better. What is happening is for our individual better, from the universe. It's just it can feel huge, and so I'm not surprised of seeing massive transformation is already coming in for you, Aquarius. So what do you need to know about the intentions of your person towards you at this time, Aquarius? We have the Magician again. From that current mutual energy, they are definitely trying to manifest something, trying to make something happen. And we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like their intention, after all the thinking, and this is we paired with the Prince of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles again. This is someone looking back, reflecting, with curiosity, still thinking about what has been, but with a new offer relating to that. Still, it's not finished for this person. They're wanting to reach out, make some sort of offer, and make something happen with this Magician for sure. And I feel like what they want to happen is that Ace of Wands, whole new beginning. Now, what you need to know about their current situation, we have the Five of Cups combined with the Lovers. So I feel like their current situation is definitely regret and sadness about some action they've taken in the past regarding their love relationship with you. Possibly it can be about choosing between different lovers or different romantic opportunities. But so in that, whether it was between different people or just how things have gone, either way, they are feeling very sad and almost like really dragged down by what went wrong and what they did wrong, feeling, or even if it's something was done towards them, then they are feeling extremely sad, depressed. I want to say, I don't this sound harsh, but almost like wallowing in what went wrong. So probably why they're still doing a lot of thinking about this and soul searching and trying to gain wisdom about what to do, because it's playing on their mind a lot, and they feel deep sadness for what happened between the two of you, or just with love in their life in general. The action they are most likely going to take towards you next, Aquarius, you can definitely expect communication if it hasn't come in already. We have this Ace of Swords and the Prince of Chalices, so the Page of Cups. So the pages are all messengers, and here we saw the Page of Cups earlier as well. Again, it's that sense of reaching out with an emotional offer, maybe an apology, but definitely getting more. I'm getting a sense that it is gaining clarity after that, the Hermit soul searching they've been doing. They have gained some sort of clarity, and then they are coming forward to speak a truth to you. Maybe with this Prince of Chalices, maybe more in tune with their emotions now, more in tune with how they feel about you, but they need to tell you as well. I just get the feeling they need to speak their truth to you. So I mean, just 100% they're going to be in touch. Now, what's your advice regarding this personal situation? So we have the Nine of Cups, which is this wish fulfillment. A really beautiful, happy, romantic energy. It is enjoying each other's company, great food, great wine, just really abundant with happiness. And interestingly, this is like a connection of kind of getting what you want when things kind of seemed impossible as well, I want to say. So this is really good as in terms of your advice, but interesting, it's paired with the King of Swords. So this is air energy, of course. So this could be you, Aquarius, also Gemini and Libra. But this King of Swords is fighting off any backlash from his ideas. So in terms of advice, I'm getting the sense that there may have been some sort of disagreement between the two of you, possibly about how someone, what someone felt was the way to do things, and someone had like a more not creative, but kind of like a more progressive, that's the word, way of thinking about something. and was really like standing up for their beliefs. So in terms of the advice here, it may be that you are expecting a lot of backlash from the way you think about something, but maybe, you know, wish fulfillment is actually possible here. Maybe someone is kind of getting on board with how you think about something, possibly. And what's going to be happening between the two of you this month is phenomenal. I really want to be resonating with my Aquarius moon or rising right now, because what's going to be happening this month for you is the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles, let me just show you, is so gorgeous. This is a card about coming together as a family. It's also marriage as well, but it's union, celebration. And that Two of Cups is two people, like a meeting of the minds, an understanding of each other, you know, like really in your souls in union and understanding of, I'm just repeating myself, but yeah, understanding of each other, where the other person is coming from, balancing each other beautifully, and really getting on the same page. So I think this is looking really good, Aquarius. I feel like maybe there's been a fallout between the two of you based on a clash of ideas about something. Maybe that was making you feel like, okay, can we continue, or do we have to actually like throw everything that we've invested so far out the window? But I feel like they're actually, I want to say, coming round to understand you better. So let me get your final layer for some more clarification. So can you clarify one more time, please, for Aquarius, with the top 10 cards? What is happening for Aquarius and their person this month? The top 10 cards for Aquarius, please. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Huh. Okay. At the bottom of this deck, we have the Ace of Swords. Again, so clarity, and communication for sure, maybe truth being spoken. It's sort of something maybe being illuminated, but I feel like this is quite a sense of victory as well, in terms of a thought, a message. So let's see. We have the Knight of Wands here. So this is very passionate, fast moving, wanting to rush in to communicate potentially, being quite courageous in speaking their truth, and really doing so impulsively, not holding back anymore. And then we have the Justice card, so card of Libra, maybe wanting to make something right between the two of you. Again, I'm just looking at this sword that the Justice, you know, is holding, speaking a truth to make something right. And maybe if there was some sort of unfairness or injustice in the past, coming back in to correct that. And we have the Death card at the bottom here as well. So huge transformation, an ending of an old way and a whole new beginning. Obviously, I've talked about the Death card already, but yeah, this is definitely a huge change. And maybe it's someone has come around to your way of thinking, hence why it's kind of like a victory when this communication comes in. But let's see, yeah, and as I said, someone's been holding back massively, or you've both been holding back, but still holding on to this. It hasn't been completely over yet, I don't think. I hugely feel like you've just been kind of taking a break from each other. Okay, there it is. There's the Devil card. So card of Capricorn. So as I already said, it could have been some sort of toxic vice that was involved, or something where, you know, like almost like someone's temptations in some way, or had kind of caused some issue in this relationship. But otherwise, it's just that the two of you still feel very connected to each other. You haven't in any way broken the bonds between the two of you, but I'm just getting more of a sense that this is talking about it was someone's vices potentially that made someone pull back from the connection. But now there's communication coming in, and it is going to represent some sort of victory. So, and we have at the bottom of the decks, we've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups, and that Six of Wands, coming forward to let's make peace between each other, let's communicate again. So there's a whole new beginning here, but there's a lot of love still with the Ace of Cups. So how you're feeling about your person is clarified by that Three of Wands that we saw in the beginning as well. So I feel like you have been taking a lot of time to think, Aquarius, on your own, kind of alone, about maybe your ideas or some sort of idea that was put to you or you put to somebody else. Maybe you have been keeping an eye on the other person from afar, possibly, or trying to gather information. But with this Three of Wands, again, as I said earlier, it's looking out to the future and what you want your future to look like, and what you see there. Maybe you feel like you've also been waiting a long time for them to actually be done with their thinking or their decision making. So how they feel about you is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So this is why I feel like this person is kind of getting on board with what you were thinking, Aquarius. And the reason I say that is because the Nine of Pentacles is that very independent and self-sufficient energy. Really, they feel like you are doing very well on your own, that you are very successful, looking great, it's that looking good, smelling good kind of energy of this card. You are really doing very well alone. So with this card, they don't feel like you need them as such, which may also have meant that they've done a lot of thinking. So possibly, I'm just kind of got that message that if they were concerned that there was some level of codependency in your connection before, they've definitely changed their mind about that for sure. And now they feel like they were wrong in that sense. They've had to do a lot of learning, and actually they feel like you are incredibly independent and sufficient on your own, and they want this new beginning with you. Now, how they see you is clarified by that Queen of Pentacles, and I have to say I love both of these cards, but like the Nine of Pentacles, to me, it kind of evolves into the Queen of Pentacles. So they see you as, and she was there earlier as well, they see you as wife material, or their committed partner. There's someone that they can build a beautiful home with, maybe someone that keeps a beautiful home and really looks after herself and her surroundings and those that she cares for. She's very nurturing. But yeah, as what I've said on top of this, they see how wonderful you are when it's the Queen of Pentacles. Very kind and abundant person, but right now they see that you have put up your wall against them. Now, what happened in the past, interestingly, is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe there was an offer made of some sort, perhaps to, it could be anything. It's an opportunity for a new beginning of something very tangible. So it could be like a new job, a new home, a gift even being offered. It's interesting because this generally is very positive. What happened? I'm not seeing what the actual issue here was between the two of you that led that you actually ended up, stopping communication as you have done. So let me get some clarification here. So what happened in the past between Aquarius and their person? What happened in the past between Aquarius and their person? Okay. Anything else, please? Oh, okay. Anything else for Aquarius, please? Okay, yep. happened in the past? Anything? Thank you. What's this? Yes. Yep, okay. So, what happened in the past is clarified here. We have the Moon, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So, now, obviously this isn't going to resonate for everyone, but the story I'm kind of getting is that there was an offer made to someone in the connection from somebody else. I'm going to be completely honest. There was a new beginning offered of some sort. Now, it could have been someone that someone was connecting with in their workplace, potentially. Or, you know, the two of you were just a team working together to build a home. You know, you were in, you know, that kind of Seven Pentacles energy at the start. So investing in a long-term commitment together. And then someone else kind of made an offer to somebody. The reason I say that is because we have the Moon here. So something being hidden. It's also not knowing, you know, which path, whether to go down that path, where it will lead, you know, where it's a lot of fear about, you know, continuing down that path. But it is about, and it's emotional confusion, kind of being pulled in two different directions. It's like which, well, it's, some people say, which wolf do you feed? So it's kind of like, again, which situation do I continue with here? But there was a lot of passion, possibly a lot of attraction with that Ace of Wands. Now with that Five of Cups, that whatever happened here obviously led to disappointment and regret about how the decision that someone made, I feel, in the past led to a lot of sadness and regret about the actions that they took, and it meant that one or both of you couldn't see what, you know, that the connection between the two of you still remained because of the mistakes that were made, and the Two of Pentacles as well. So that was there at the beginning, kind of trying to juggle between two offers, two different situations. Now, it's quite a specific storyline, I understand, so obviously it's not going to resonate for everyone, but take from it what you will. Like, it was just, I feel like there was an opportunity of some sort. If it wasn't another person, then perhaps it was a new job somewhere, which was, you know, really exciting. But do I go down this path? Is it going to end up really hurting somebody that or has already been, you know, my teammate who I'm building with? And it's kind of like, oh, but what about this new opportunity? I'm skipping ahead, sorry. What is the current mutual energy is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So as I said, I feel like you're both in hermit mode, and you're both leaving the other person in the cold for the time being, or one person has said to the other, you know, that this is what I need, because of finding something out, because of everything changing. But this is decision time, and a whole new way of thinking, a whole new life being created. I don't feel like you're going to be feeling like this much longer. It's just whilst this transformation is happening, the current energy is one or both of you feeling very alone and separated from each other. The intentions of this person is clarified by the Five of Wands. So it's interesting with this Five of Wands that can be about competition and conflict, but also I feel like it is possibly to fight for this. I want to say maybe if they sense any other competitors coming into the realm, since the two of you have been in separation, and they're wanting to fight those people off. Maybe they even want to learn, because the Five of Wands, I said, is about people. They're about people learning from each other through this battle to get stronger. So maybe they want to learn from you, or their intention may be to have it out with you. If you've both been in this kind of like separation time, maybe they feel like there are things that need to be said and argued out, like the kinks needing to be worked out, if you like. But it's definitely to make some sort of offer to make something happen again, and I just get more of a sense of wanting to fight for it. What you need to know about their current situation is clarified by the Seven of Wands. So we saw that earlier with a very different Seven of Wands, which is more about fighting for what you believe in. Now, of course, this could be the same here. Their current situation is kind of wanting to fight off anyone else who's would get in the way of this connection. But this current situation, I almost feel like they are feeling regretful, perhaps that they didn't fight for this connection in the past, that they're now feeling quite defensive about what the mistakes they've made in love, or with lovers. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. The action they're most likely going to take towards you next is clarified by the 8 of Wands. So if I didn't say it enough already, communication is coming in. 100%. The action they're going to take towards you next, they want fast moving back and forth communication with you, and they are going to get it started. 100%. That's communication is coming in. I also feel like with that Chariot right at the very beginning, it's that kind of sense of wanting to get things moving now. Maybe they feel like, you feel like you've been waiting and looking off to the future. They both feel like the hermit mode about each other. So now it's a sense of that we've been in separation, we've been in hermit mode long enough. We need to get this going and get moving about what we want our future to look like. Your advice has been clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So Aquarius, I feel like, you have continued to stand up for what you believe in regardless of the backlash. And I feel like the advice here is that you are going to get your wish fulfillment, and it is still possible, even if it maybe has felt like that, that is impossible at any point. It could be with the King of Swords here in your advice, and this is your energy. It could be to continue. If this person wants to come in and still intends to kind of argue on some points with you, with this 5 of Wands and their intentions, I feel like this is advising you to continue to stand up against the backlash. I would say stand firm with your opinions and your ideas in this sense. I'm not getting advice in terms of like you need to bend to any will here. It's obviously the King of Swords here is about really fighting off any sort of attempts at making his sword break and his integrity break is what I'm just getting. So I would say the advice here is to really continue to stand up for your ideas. This Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you have, again, this sense that you've been waiting for this to come in, and I feel like the advice is that it is coming. Maybe it's been taking a very long time to arrive, but this offer is coming in now, and you are actually getting what you want. So what's going to be happening between the two of you this month, Aquarius, is clarified by the 8 of Cups. So to me, this is such beautiful union energy here that let me get some clarification on that 8 of Cups for you finally. I want to say I think it's someone who has actually walked away in the past. Also, this 8 of Cups, in the Minor Arcana, the character is walking off into the mountains to become the hermit in the Major Arcana. So I feel like this is actually someone returning, is my gut feeling. But because the other two have such a beautiful sense of getting on the same page, being in such strong union together. So let me get any other clarification, please, for the 8 of Cups in particular. Could have been dealing with an Aries, not necessarily, but with the Emperor here. This is someone very, it's kind of their way or the highway. So you could have been dealing with someone who was very stubborn about what they believe or how they behave. Or this could be representing you, kind of sticking to it needing to be your way. But with the 8 of Pentacles here as well, I feel like there's going to be investing into this relationship again, putting the hard work in. So any other clarification for that Eight of Cups, please? Okay, that's interesting. Anything else? That'll do. So, what came out, to clarify, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Star, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Cups. So, to me, this is talking about someone who had walked away from this connection, or even if both of you had. I feel like now there's, to be honest, it's coming back together. To put the hard work in, maybe to take some sort of ownership, take the lead if you're dealing with a masculine. Or it doesn't have to be, but I mean, this is the divine masculine, but this is a leader. So it's really like taking charge and putting the work in that is required. A lot of healing coming in with the Star, more wish fulfillment. As I said, you are getting what you want. And the Eight of Wands again, communication back and forth, moving this along. And then we have this King of Cups. So you could have been dealing yourself with a water sign. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or it's just because someone is wanting to do all of this, wanting to bring healing and put the work in because they have so much love for you. I mean, with this Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, there's no question of that already. So yeah, I just wanted to double check, but I'm very confident that this is talking about someone who had walked away, now returning to get on the same page. So Aquarius, what a reading. That's so long. I'm so sorry. If you're still here watching to the end, I applaud you. I'm like, let me try and make these videos a bit shorter so that more people will actually want to watch them. And no, there's me rabbiting on for nearly an hour. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like if you did. It would make me exceptionally happy. Leave me a comment if it resonated. Let me know. And please do subscribe to the channel. I want to get these done nice and early this month so that later in December I can do some 2021 yearly spreads, which I'm excited to do. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Sorry, this is such a long video. I hope you're really well, and yeah, take care. Speak soon. Bye.